Well, hello folks, it's Mike here. Just want to welcome you back to Mr. Cast Iron. And today, boy, we got a treat for you. We're going to be making a bacon, egg, and potato breakfast burrito. Man, I just love bacon, I love eggs, and certainly love potatoes, don't you? Well, we're going to give this a shot and show you what this looks like. If you guys are ready, let's check it out. All right, first of all, we got our cast iron griddle and we got it heating up here. So we're going to get that ready and show you here what these look like on this cast iron griddle. I've got some eggs, one egg, and I've got a potato that I'm going to dice up. I've got 2 slices of bacon that we've crumbled up. Certainly going to add a little bit of garlic to this to give it a little flavor. I got some onion, of course, salt and pepper, and then we got our tortillas. And we got some good old cheddar cheese. I love my mild cheddar cheese, so we're going to add that to that. And so let's go ahead and get started. We'll start dicing this potato up, and we'll get it on our grill and start grilling everything up. All right, what we're going to do, we're just going to lightly slice these potatoes up. I don't know about lightly, but thinly anyway. They're going to do them fairly thin. And we're just going to make some cubes out of this so they'll grill up a lot easier. And just make some small little cubes about a 1/2 inch wide, and makes them easier to grill, makes them easier to cook, and it makes them easier to eat in your burrito too. So I like to leave the skin on mine. Some of you guys don't. You don't have to do that. I like skin on my potatoes. But we'll get these diced up here a little bit more. And you see how I'm just doing those about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. You know, it's just small. I mean, some people might even call those hash browns. But anyway, it's a little bit of potato we're going to add to our burrito this morning. And get the rest of these cut here. I like the skin because I think that's where all the nutrients are in a potato. And so I always like to eat my potatoes with skin on. We'll get us a chunk of onion here. Don't need a whole lot of onion to go in with this, but we do need some. Love that onion flavor in my burritos. And it just goes good with eggs also. And of course certainly goes good with potatoes. And we're going to just lightly dice those onions up just about the same size as we did the potatoes. Yeah, I might need just a hair bit more of that. Okay. All right. So there we have the potatoes and onions. And we're going to just move over here to the grill. We're going to slide these on the griddle and get those started. And start frying those babies up a little bit. Thing about a griddle like this, you don't really need a whole lot of grease to do this. If you've got your skillets or your griddles seasoned with a little bit of grease on them, then you know, you don't have to add a whole lot to them. I am going to add a little bit to this. I've got some bacon grease that I saved from my bacon this morning. I'm just going to add just a hair to that. And we'll get these sauteed up a little bit. Oh yeah, this is going to be perfect, man. Boy, this gives me some ideas for some good old hash browns and onions. How about that? I usually like to put bell pepper in mine, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to keep it fairly simple with a little bit of onion and potato. And like I said, we're going to add just a little bit of garlic to this recipe. Love my garlic. How about you guys? You like that garlic? I'm going to add just a little bit of salt to this. Not a whole lot, just a little salt and pepper. Let this cook up a little bit. And oh yeah, boy, I wish you could smell this. I'm telling you what, this is already starting to smell really good. And okay, we're going to let this brown up and we'll come back to you here shortly. Okay, these are starting to grill up pretty nicely. They're getting a color to them. And so just once they start getting a color to them like that, since they're diced so thinly and small like this, what I like to do is take my bacon and that I've already kind of chopped up and crumbled up a little bit, and go ahead and add that in there and let that bacon flavor cook in with my potatoes and onions. Let them grill up. Well, those are coming together pretty nicely there, as you can see. They're starting to brown up really well. That's what we're looking for right there, just some good color on them potatoes. You can see that sizzle, that water content's coming out of the potatoes a little bit with that little bit of bacon and bacon grease that we've added. So that looks pretty nice. When I get a color like that, then it's about time I add my egg. So we got some good old country eggs here. I don't whip mine up or anything. You don't necessarily have to do that. I just put mine on there. Add a little bit more salt to the egg. I love salt and pepper on my eggs. We'll just add a little bit there. Let that cook down into that a little bit and start to fry that egg into those potatoes and onions and garlic and certainly bacon. Man, oh man, this is going to be so good, folks. I wish you could smell that. I really wish you could smell this. Maybe someday YouTube will come out with some smell-o-vision, huh? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? You know? Hey, you guys leave me a comment down there if you like bacon, egg, and potato burritos. If you ever had one or never heard of one or wouldn't mind having one, or you like the way mine looks, then leave me a comment down there. Let me know something about this bacon, egg, and I mean, you could even just eat this on a plate. You wouldn't have to necessarily put it in a tortilla. You could make this as a bacon, egg, potato scramble. You know? You got everything you need right there. You got your bacon, you got your eggs, you got your hash browns, you got a little bit of onion, salt and pepper, and man, look at that. Look how quick that cooks up there too. So now, once I get my egg nearly completely cooked like that, you can still see a little bit there. What I usually do is take my tortilla and just lay it over the top of it, because I like to heat my tortilla up, and so it'll help cook, and that way if anything goes to popping, you know how bacon will pop sometimes. This also kind of helps keep anything from popping on you or whatever. I just hate getting popped with bacon grease, don't you? Man, I tell you what, nothing hurts like that. Matter of fact, I got popped this morning. I was cooking the 2 pieces of bacon we got in this video here. Man, it popped me, and woo, that hurt. I just hate getting popped with bacon grease. But anyway, it don't take long when your griddle's hot like this for your tortilla shell to heat up. Get real nice and warm and pliable like that. So that just kind of gives a few seconds to let the egg cook up completely while your tortilla shell's heating up. So anyway, we'll get this together and we're going to roll this burrito up and show you what it looks like here. Well, we got our tortilla on the plate here, and we just took and scooped all of that egg mixture and potatoes, onions, and garlic, and of course certainly a little bit of bacon. And you could use shredded cheese or whatever we call sprinkled cheese here in the South, but anyway, I've got some good cheddar cheese that I wanted to use, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to break these up into smaller pieces to help it roll a little easier. But we're going to add a couple pieces of cheese. If you don't like cheese, or you're lactose intolerant or whatever, you don't have to add cheese. You can put anything you want. You can add some salsa to it or whatever. But anyway, I'm going to show you how I roll these babies up. Just twist that baby up like that right there. Well, I had a little cheese sticking out, but that's okay. There's you a bacon, egg, and potato burrito. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. I just wanted to share this with you, and you know, I hate to do this to you, but I've got to try this out. Wow. You guys need to give this recipe a try. Bacon, egg, and potato. Got a little bit of sauteed onions in it. It's got some garlic in it. Got some good old cheese on it, wrapped up in a tortilla shell burrito. And man, that's just hard to beat. It's real easy to do. You know, there's very little cleanup to it. And you can make these several of them at a time. And you can even freeze these and reheat them later on. Anyway, we hope you guys appreciate this and enjoyed it. If you did, hit the subscribe button if you've not subscribed to our channel. That way you'll get informed when we have new videos out of different type of recipes we're making. And we appreciate you guys once again. You guys have a happy 4th of July, and we'll be talking to you soon. It's Mike over here at Mr. Cast Iron.